Welcome back to Zodiac Wars. We're going to talk about Mercury retrograde for September 2022. This is a tricky Mercury retrograde. When Mercury retrogrades are in two signs, not just one, it kind of flips the script once it transitions to the next sign. In this month, Mercury retrograde started at the beginning of September 2nd, and it's going to go all the way into October 2nd. So it started in the sign of Virgo, and it's going to end in the sign of Libra. So buckle your seatbelts. Let's get started. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what your experience so far has been this Mercury retrograde. I'm going to share some funny stories with you, and we're just going to get started now. So Virgo is the sign of details, the sign of meticulous details. You're going to find yourself reevaluating the details of your life, okay? With the full moon in Pisces too, we got water energy, we got upcoming air energy in Libra, and then we got that earth energy. So we are going to be evaluating our bank statements to see what we're spending our money on. We're going to be rewriting budgets. We are going to be cutting out expenses. We're going to go through those cabinets, those closets, get rid of clutter. There's going to be a strong sense of getting rid of things, okay? Whether that's bad relationships, toxic family members, clutter in the house. If you have clothing and shoes you haven't worn in years, you're going to find yourself piling that up and taking it to Goodwill or selling it, okay? You're going to get rid of it. Declutter, go through your finances. What are you feeding your body? You're going to be meticulous about your diet. Like, what are you eating? What do you need more of? How's your nutrition going? You might find yourself booking dentist appointments and physical exams to see where you stand physically. You may be trying to change your look. It is a villain era starting right now. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but you might want the red hair. You might want to get a nice cut, a shortcut. You might try some new makeup trends. You might get a new wardrobe. So it is kind of a time of getting rid of the old and reinventing and meticulous, critical Virgo. You're going to be very critical of yourself, how you speak, how you conduct yourself, how you look, how you eat, how you budget your money. And then you're also going to be critical of others. So if you find yourself like really looking at other people and you want to judge them, kind of hold back on that tendency. You have to be a little bit more patient with yourself and a little more compassionate with others as we get into the Mercury retrograde season of revisiting, revising, and reviewing, okay? Be patient. Hold back the criticism because I'm telling you right now, people have short patience and there's been an uptick of violence in the world, especially where I am at locally. There's been a string of stabbings, shootings, triple homicides, just people losing it. Okay, so be careful not to be so critical of people. Learn restraint at this time. Pray about it, write about it in a diary, but do not confront people telling them their flaws right now. Hold back, take note of it, and see if you want to deal with them or not. That's the energy that we're in right now. Everything doesn't need to be a confrontation. You don't need to announce that you're cutting someone off. You don't need to announce all their flaws and things that you see that don't align with who you are. You can just quietly leave. There is nothing wrong with ghosting. I don't see why people have an issue with that. Sometimes, it's not worth the confrontation. Sometimes the confrontation is a disappearance. That's how the world works. I think that most of the time when we confront people, even if we're being calm and logical and rational about it, most people don't even receive it well. And it's up to them and their spirit and where they're at in their life. If they want to accept that criticism or not, they don't have to. They're under no obligation to do so. So you could be just wasting your breath most of the time because people don't change until they're ready to change, and they don't see their own flaws until they're ready to see those flaws. So you're just, talking to the wind most of the time when you're confronting people and announcing to them that you're not gonna be in their life like that anymore. You're gonna fall back. It's just best to just do it and be quiet. This Mercury retrograde, it will tone down the violent streak that's been happening all over the world. People are really in their villain era, so you want to fall back. So while we're in this Virgo season, we're going to be reevaluating a lot of things, and we're going to be very critical of ourselves and others, and we want to practice compassion and patience. We're going to set some new goals, and the goals that we set while Mercury retrograde is in Virgo are going to be very realistic goals. So pat yourself on the back. You're going to be doing things step by step in a logical earth sign like way, and that's going to get it manifested. So now is the time to hunker down, sit in a quiet room, and really put together that business plan, really put together the next steps for whatever you're trying to accomplish or manifest. That diet, that workout plan, that the book you want to write. Get down to that outline of that. Because what you're going to be revisiting and recreating right now, because we're in a Mercury retrograde in an earth sign, you are easily going to be able to manifest that after Mercury retrograde ends. Okay, so keep that in mind. So after the 22nd of September, when we enter Libra, we're going to be Libra Mercury retrograde. It's going to be a big process of elimination when it comes to relationships. Libra is the sign of relationships, and it's also the sign of justice and balancing the karmic scales. So if you've been an asshole for the last 12 months, you're about to get karma served cold, baby. Just get ready, because whatever you did is coming back to you 10 times over. And whatever you've done good in the world is going to be rewarded to you 10 times over. So if in the last 6 months you've been watching what you eat, you've been hitting the gym, you're going to actually see those abs after the 22nd of September. You're going to see the definition in your legs. You're going to see the number shift on that scale. You're going to actually see it. If you've only been losing 1 to 2 pounds, suddenly it's going to say you've lost 15 to 20 pounds. Okay. Everything that you've been working hard on in a positive way and doing good for others, you are going to be winning after September 22nd. Get ready to receive your blessings. If you're a good person, those blessings are coming. If you're a bad person, that karma is about to hit heavy. Beware. Before the 22nd of September, if you have some apologies that you need to make, if you can do some good deeds for some people you have wronged, you can alter karma a little bit and help yourself along the way. But if you do nothing but sit in denial about the things that you've done to hurt other people, please come back and comment after the 22nd and let me know how that karma hit you, please. It's good to vent, and I like to read it. I'm petty like that. Speaking of pettiness, since we are entering the Mercury retrograde and Virgo and Libra, pettiness and error of the villain, you might find yourself seeking petty revenge on people. A coworker might not include you in an email, so you don't include her in the monthly report, and all her stats and numbers go down the drain. You might see yourself responding to people how they respond to you. If you send your boo a text at 9 a.m. and they text you back at 9 p.m., you might take 5 days to reply to their text. You are going to feel justified in being petty. You might say some things on social media that you might regret later. If somebody slammed the door in your face, you slam the other door in their face. It's just real petty energy that's heavy in the air right now. So be aware of that. When you do something to someone that you didn't mean to do, like you accidentally slam a door in their face because you didn't see them behind you, and you see them roll their eyes, say a profanity to you, or actually do the same thing to you with the other door, don't take it personal, because we are in heavy spirit of pettiness this fall, you guys. It's heavy in the air. If you don't want to be petty and not participate in that type of energy, that type of negativity, then what you want to do is practice on your breathing during this Mercury retrograde. So all the way up until October 2nd, take 10 minutes out of your day to sit in a quiet room, take really deep breaths, work on your breathing techniques, inhale and exhale heavy to get rid of the pettiness spirit, because it's going to be hard not to react. I've already reacted petty 5 different ways. So if you fell victim to that, it's okay. Just keep trying, keep praying, keep meditating, and keep breathing. Hopefully when Libra enters here in Mercury retrograde, that can shift. Now, if there's any legal issues you've been dealing with or legal things you've been ignoring, you're going to get a subpoena during this time when Mercury retrograde enters Libra on September 22nd. So be prepared for court dates. Be prepared for new subpoenas for child support or for custody or from the IRS. It could be many different things. Evictions, not paying rent, car repossessions. You guys, the scales are about to tip even. So whatever you haven't been paying, whatever you haven't been doing responsibly is going to hit you tenfold during this time. Get your affairs in order. You still have a week to do so. It's going to be really hard on relationships after the 22nd of September. If you've already been on shaky ground with your partner, things are about to hit the fan. It is about to get real. So be aware of challenges that are going to arise. Old resentments from years ago are going to be brought up if you're married or in a long-term relationship. Things you thought were resolved weren't actually resolved, and you're going to be revisiting those arguments, hopefully, because Libra is also a sign of coming to a conclusion in justice. Hopefully, those old arguments will finally get resolved to never resurface again in the future. So hash it out in a healthy way. Try not to be petty. Try not to be revengeful. And listen to one another and come up with a plan to get that resolved. And sometimes your partner just wants to vent and you just need to listen. So make sure you ask if they want a solution or if they just need to vent, and show them love, show them compassion, give them a hug, tell them you're sorry. Even if you told them you were sorry before 5 years ago when it actually happened, reaffirm that apology, okay? So just really try to be compassionate. For some of you, it's just going to break the relationship and there's going to be people heading to divorce court. There may be a surprise divorce subpoena that you didn't even know your partner was filing for divorce. A surprise breakup. All of a sudden, a guy you're dating ghosts you out of the blue. You don't know what's going on. So these things are going to be happening from September 22nd to October 2nd, where it's going to be surprise things happening in relationships, surprise breakups. This is Mercury retrograde, so your ex will be revisiting to balance out karma. Now, since they're coming back to teach you a lesson, you want to take heed. Exes are coming back now to get revenge and to be petty. For whatever reason, whether you intentionally broke their heart or not, they want revenge. So be wary of any ex contacting you from the 22nd of September to October 2nd because they do not have good intentions, okay? You might just want to leave them on read. Don't reply to the email. Don't return the call. Just leave it alone. And if you had bad karma from doing them wrong, you're going to get that karma anyways. You don't need to interact with them because that could actually make the karma even worse. Now, we also want to be aware that whatever we're doing in the dark secretly is about to come to light. Again, Libra is a sign of relationships, karma, justice being served. So that issue right now with Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner being exposed by Ray J, he's coming up with all these receipts on how they intentionally put out that sex tape, how they intentionally duped him out of the contract. He only got a certain amount of money and Kim banked off of it. He's coming out because he's sick of them bringing up his name randomly on their reality shows and on social media. So he just couldn't take it anymore. The spirit of pettiness is well within his realm. I don't really call him being petty. I call him trying to, tip the scales. It's just karma for the Kardashians, basically. So it'll be interesting if he does take this legal matter to court, how that will pan out for him financially. Will he be rewarded? I guess time will tell. I will be following that celebrity gossip and I will be reporting on that. Ray J is a Capricorn and Kim Kardashian is a Libra. Kris Jenner, the mom, the matriarch, is a Scorpio. So this is going to be a heated battle. Anytime you have two cardinal signs, two cardinal signs and a fixed sign, This is going to be a battle for blood, I'm telling you, if they go to court. And Ray J keeps spilling the tea on the Kardashians. So we shall see. A lot of things are going to be revealed now that are going to shock the world during the September 22nd to October 2nd when we enter retrograde in Libra. And you guys just get your popcorn and get ready. Be ready to receive your karma, whether it's good or bad. If you're feeling the spirit of pettiness, maybe you're a part of someone else's karma. Get ready for instant karma. Yes, it's just been a violent Mercury retrograde, a petty Mercury retrograde, I'm going to tell on you, I'm going to reveal your secrets type of Mercury retrograde. And then, of course, my computer has broke down 3 or 4 times already. I've been working intently at work, and then all of a sudden the whole system will crash and I have to start all over again. I got my USB iPhone charger stuck in the USB port of my vehicle, and I'm not able to get it out. No one I know is able to get it out, so I'm going to have to take it to a shop and spend money. Things will break down as usual. You might break your phone. You might lose your phone, so be wary of that. You might lose your wallet, so you might find yourself, at the DMV getting another driver's license, canceling credit cards. Just be careful with your things, your keys, your wallets, your phones. Those are at risk. Vehicle breakdowns. Make sure you have that extra money, you guys. You guys are supposed to have that emergency savings account because during Mercury retrograde is when you really need it. You guys know we have one more retrograde in December. I think it starts on December 29th. So the week of Christmas might be, the Christmas from hell for some people. So you guys get ready for these transitions now. Just get ready. So if you're experiencing technical difficulties, if you're waiting on paperwork from somebody else to complete a task, the other person is going to take forever to give it to you, or they might have had to leave the country because someone was sick, or they are sick. You're going to be waiting for things from other people, and it's going to be extremely frustrating and cause massive delays. Okay, if you're traveling, there's going to be some airline delays. There's going to be some flight cancellations altogether. So just be ready to really bring out your inner Buddha and really practice patience and compassion during these Mercury retrograde days. Let me know how your Mercury retrograde is going so far in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.